What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. Ja Rule, your boy Ja Rule is in the news a lot, man. He responds again on X to 50 Cent and also to somebody on X, you know what I'm saying, getting at him. You know, Ja Rule expressed his thoughts, especially after the fact that Irv died and 50 was on just on some BS. Y'all check this out. He asked 50 Cent, he said, S my D, you B A N word. I already ate your lunch. Shut up. So he's referring to exactly what 50 Cent was saying. And y'all check out Ja Rule says, no, this person on X says 50 ain't gonna let this slide. Then he says he got shot 9 times and did nothing. Stop glazing this clown. Then in the next slide it says Ja Rule asked him again. He said, N-word, you're a used car salesman. Everything you do is trash. Music, one good album. After that, trash. Liquor, trash. TV shows, yeah, I said it, trash. How many times you gonna make the same show that Coke stepped on parenting, trash. Character, trash. N-word, you the garbage man. I mean, I don't blame him, because again, Ja Rule feels away after Irv Gotti passed away, and you know, 50 was just constantly still disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying? Then he says, at 50, from now on, your name Boo Boo. That's what they call you on the streets, right? Laughing my butt off. Boo Boo, Boo Boo the Fool. 50 Cent is a street N-word from Brooklyn. You Boo Boo from Queens. MC Gusto, CB4A N-word. And this is the quote that 50 Cent did that made Ja Rule pop off. He says, the Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves asking a question that perpetuates violence. This fool has been getting ready to go to what he calls nuclear for 22 years. LOL. Your man in my runts right now. In other words, he's smoking on a Irv Gotti pack right now. If y'all don't remember, man, he was very, very disrespectful about Irv Gotti passing away. And, you know, Ja Rule did a couple of interviews about it already. I am going to replay it again. I did a story on it yesterday. But this is more context and more content of Ja Rule saying what he had to say. I'm going to play this content. And after that, you know, I guess the beef is going to continue for the rest of their lives. It is what it is. And I understand Ja Rule's position. But in the world of beef, you can't tell you don't know when your enemy is gonna have the upper hand on you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check this out. This is Ja Rule on the Breakfast Club again.
So interesting to me that you are 50 have not outgrown each other. And what I mean by that is if you're talking to 50, Ja gonna come up. If you're talking to Ja, 50 gonna come up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't bring him up per se at all.
No, we do.
Yeah.
The media does.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I think that's because he's, you know, a troll and he keeps it.
No, it's because not only he's a troll, but he ended up getting famous. You know, he ended up doing way better than everybody thought he was gonna do.
You know
You be throwing jabs and throwing them back, but you be
I'll
He definitely throws jabs, and the reason I'm stopping it because I've already played this video, but I'm just giving some context.
I'll go to the circus once in a while, you know what I mean? But I really like to stay clear of that shit.
Yeah, because
He's lying. He was all ready to go making diss songs. He sound like Drake now.
When the
Like,
residency stuff happened, I was like, oh Lord.
I like to have fun sometimes and poke jabs at them too, but
Yeah.
that's all it really is. It's like and to me, it's like it's silly. We're both successful black men. I think the
There's the loser always says we're both successful black men. It's crazy.
focus should be on, continuing to make sure that we pay it forward, push it forward, make sure the culture keeps going forward. I think that's more important. I see some of the things that he gets involved in, this feuds on something like grow up, my nigga.
This dude, again, you cannot pick when somebody, is ready to give in the towel. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be thinking to myself. And so when I see the things that he does, and he did the Irv smoking on there, I'm like,
yeah.
How did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not. Preem said it best. I spoke to Preem the other day. Preem has always got the right words and shit in the right things to say. Because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot.
I mean, he has a right to be hot, but see, these are all 50 Cent's enemies.
I was ready to go nuclear and shit, but I say, so I spoke to Preem anyway, and Preem said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you got to understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense.
And again, he says all this grow up stuff. Then he says Supreme got the right words. We're masters of self defense. What you trying to say? I don't know, man. I just think this is one of those feuds that will continue to the end of time. They pick just the wrong guy. Sometimes it's always that one person that can clean your clock every time. That gets a one up on you every time, and it's just 50 having to be that person. Whether you like 50 or not. Do I think it's lame of him to do some of the stuff he did? Yeah. But he's in a position of power, and some people take that to the extreme. But at the end of the day, these two men did something for hip hop that can't be repeated. You know what I'm saying? And I will say, Ja Rule has the right idea, but the loser always talks like this. They always talk like, hey man, everybody need to grow up. We all men. We black men. You know what I'm saying? When nobody trying to let it go back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But now that Irv passed away and, it's other things are going on, you're forced back into a corner to kind of like quiet it down, But I do respect the fact that he's not scared to speak on it. He's holding his position as a man. That's what you should do. But you gotta be realistic about everything. It was a feud. It was a street feud. It boiled over to a rap feud, and it is what it is. On both parties are guilty. No one's better than the other. You just can't. Sometimes just be careful on who you choose to go in on, because they might end up being a 50 Cent. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content will be on the way. Peace.